Unit in next topic is beamforming. In multiple antenna technique, beamforming is applied. It is interpreted as linear filtering in spatial domain. Okay. See the diagram, black diagram. Okay. The forming method used in the black diagram. Okay. It is the beamforming unit. MRI. Okay. In the receiver side, there is MRI in beamforming. It is input sequence. It is the output sequence. The goal of beamforming is to improve signal to noise ratio. An antenna array is considered, and hence the RF signal that impinges the element at different time period. Beamforming is performed is baseband domain when the channel is known as TR and RR. The phases of signal, RF signal, is adjusted for achieving superposition. Also, antenna steering is done towards the desired direction. Then, to shape the antenna pattern, additional weighing of RF signal is also applied. For improving signal to noise ratio, focusing antenna pattern on required angles of TR and RR is done. It will improve the antenna gain. To improve SINR steering of null pattern towards the co-channel substrate. Beamforming or smart antenna enables the space division multiple access SDMA, and the SNR and the SINR gains can be made use of reducing error rates. This implies an increased data rate. In practice scenario, direction of scatters should be estimated in beamforming procedures. Next one is the transmitter diversity. It has two types: transmitter diversity with channel state information. It is a closed loop transmit diversity, and transmitter diversity without the channel state information. It is a open loop transmit diversity. In the first case, that the transmitter knows about the channel clearly, the information is about obtained from feedback from the receiver input. A complete equivalence between transmit diversity and receive diversity is formed. On the other hand, an optimum transmission scheme weights signals sent from various antenna to the receiver antenna. This method is known as the maximum ratio transmission technique. In the second case, that the transmission of signal from various antenna elements should be done in a way that it will allow a receiver to segregate a different transmitted signal components. One method is a delay diversity. Here, the effective impulse response is delay dispersive, even in case if the channel is flat band. In this scheme, we send data streams in one single duration delay from transmit antenna. In closed loop transmit diversity, that the transmitter knows perfectly about the channel. This information is obtained by means of feedback from the receiver. If the selected antenna maximizes the signal to interference noise ratio, it is SINR, then the transmitter encoder receives feedback channel state information from receiver. If the selected antenna maximizes the signal to interference noise ratio, then the transmitter encoder receives feedback channel state information from the receiver. This fine encoding matrix maximizes SNR at the receiver. Space-time block coders is an efficient means of achieving optimal transmitter diversity gain. So in open loop transmit diversity, that the transmission of signal from different antenna elements allows the receiver distinguish the different transmitter signal components. One method is a delay diversity. We transmit the data streams with the with the delay of one single duration from each of the transmit antennas. The next topic is receiver diversity. In large-scale fading scenario, in wireless radio and micro diversity technique is applied to compensate the fading effects. The maximum ratio combiner is one of the macro diversity technique which can combine the received signal and detect them efficiency. One transmitting antenna and many receiving antennas are used. Desired message is transmitted by using a single transmitting antenna and received by multiple antennas. Different antennas approximately separated are deployed at the receiver to combine the uncorrelated fading signals called space diversity. In the classification of your space diversity, it may be classified in selection diversity, feedback or scanning diversity. Third one, maximal radio combining, and the fourth one, equal gain combining diversity. We detailedly studied about all four topics only. Now, the first one is the selection diversity. The receiver monitors the signal to noise ratio value of each diversity channel and chooses the one of the maximum SNR value. The receive with M demodulates are used to provide M diversity branches, whose gains are adjusted to provide the same average SNR for each branch. The receiver branch having the highest instantaneous SNR is connected to the demodulator. That the second one, feedback or scanning diversity, similar to the selection diversity, except that instead of always using the best of N signals, the N signals are scanned in a fixed sequence until one is found to be above a predetermined threshold. Third one, maximal radio combining. The signals from all of M branches are weighted according to the individual signal voltage to noise power ratios. Then it is summed. Individual signals must be co-phased before being summed, which generally requires an individual receiver and phasing circuit for each antenna. MRC produces an output SNR which is equal to the sum of the individual SNRs. Fourth one, equal gain diversity, similar to MRC, except there will be an emission of weighted signal. The branch weights are all set to unity, but the signal from each branch are co-phased to provide equal gain combining diversity. Allows the receiver to exclude the signals that are simultaneously received on each branch. The next topic is channel state information CSI. Represent the properties of communication link between the transmitter and receiver. CSI describes how a signal propagates from the transmitter to the receiver. Represent the combined effect of scattering, fading, and power delay with the distance. It is usually estimated at the receiving end, then quantified and fed back to the transmitter side. Types of channel state information, it is the CSI. One is the instantaneous CSI, another one is the statistical. For instantaneous CSI, it is a short-term CSI. Current condition of the channel are known, which can be viewed as knowing the impulse response of the digital filter. Optimize the received signal for spatial multiplexing or to achieve low bit error rates. Statistical CSI. Okay, in statistical CSI, it is a long-term CSI. Statistical characterization of the channel are known, include the type of distribution, the average channel gain, and line of sight component and spatial correlation. The MIMO CSI transmission, in MIMO, how that the channel state information is implemented. The algorithms used for MIMO transmission can be categorized based on amount of CSI. The first one, full CSI at the transmitter and full CSI at the receiver. Both transmitter and receiver have full and perfect knowledge of the channel, result in highest possible capacity. The second one, average CSI at the transmitter and full CSI at the receiver. The receiver has full information about the instantaneous channel state, but transmitter knows only average CSI. No CSI at the transmitter and no CSI at the receiver. The channel capacity is high when neither the transmitter nor the receiver have CSI. The fourth one, no CSI at the transmitter and full CSI at the receiver without any feedback. This is achieved. Transmitter does not use any CSI, while receiver learns the instantaneous channel state from training sequence. The final one is the noisy CSI, that the full CSI at the receiver implies the receiver has learned the channel state perfectly. Any received training sequence will get affected by an additive noise as well as the quantization noise. So receiver processes the signal based at the observed channel, H observed. And what is the H actual means? H observed plus delta, where delta is the changes due to noise.